Okay, I'm calling your roll numbers. Please respond to your roll calls. 1.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't write it down in the chat box. 2.
Yes, ma'am.
3.
Yes, miss.
4. 5.
Yes, ma'am.
6. 7. 8.
Yes, ma'am.
9.
Present, ma'am.
10. 11.
Present, ma'am.
12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19.
Yes, ma'am.
20.
Present, ma'am.
Please be a little louder, okay, when you say
Present,
present.
ma'am.
20, right?
20 present.
Okay. 21,
Present, ma'am.
22,
Present, ma'am.
23, 23,
Present, ma'am.
24,
Present, ma'am.
25,
Present, ma'am.
26,
Present, ma'am.
27,
Present, ma'am.
28,
Present, ma'am.
29,
Present, ma'am.
30,
Present, ma'am.
31,
Present, ma'am.
32,
Present, ma'am.
33, 34, 35, 36,
Present, ma'am.
37,
Present, ma'am.
38,
Present, ma'am.
39, 40,
Present, ma'am.
41, 42,
Present, ma'am.
43,
Present, ma'am.
44,
Present, ma'am.
45,
Present, ma'am.
46,
Present, ma'am.
47,
Present, ma'am.
48, 49,
Present, ma'am.
50,
Present, ma'am.
51,
Yes, ma'am.
52,
Present, ma'am.
53, 54,
Present, ma'am.
55,
Present, ma'am.
56, 57,
Present, ma'am.
58,
Yes, ma'am.
59,
Present, ma'am.
60,
Present, ma'am.
61,
Yes, ma'am.
62, 62, 63,
Present, ma'am.
64,
ma'am.
65, 66,
Present, ma'am.
67,
Yes, ma'am.
68,
Present, ma'am.
69, 70,
Present, ma'am.
71,
Present, ma'am.
72,
Present, ma'am.
73, 74,
Present, ma'am.
75, 76, 77,
Present, ma'am.
78,
Present, ma'am.
79,
Present, ma'am.
80,
Present, ma'am.
81,
Yes, ma'am.
82,
Present, ma'am.
83,
Yes, ma'am.
84,
Present, ma'am.
85, 86,
Yes, ma'am.
87,
Present, ma'am.
88, 89,
Present, ma'am.
90,
Yes, ma'am.
91,
Yes, ma'am.
92,
Yes, ma'am.
93, 94, 95,
Yes,
Present,
ma'am.
ma'am.
96, 97,
Present, ma'am.
98, 99,
Present, ma'am.
100, 101, 102,
Present, ma'am.
103,
Present, ma'am.
104,
Present, ma'am.
105, 106. What is the last roll number? Any idea? 107, 108, 109, 110, 111. Anyone after 100 has not responded. Is there anyone after 100 who has not responded? Please unmute yourself and tell me your roll number.
Roll number 12.
Roll number 12.
Ma'am, mine is 18.
12, 18,
Ma'am, 29.
Roll number 10.
29, 10.
Roll number
Roll number?
2.
Okay.
102.
102,
Ma'am, 56.
56,
Ma'am, roll number 25.
25. If you have already responded, do not again tell me your roll number, okay? If you could not respond when I was calling your roll numbers, if you could not respond then, you can't now unmute yourself and tell me your roll numbers.
Ma'am, 34.
34. Is there anyone who could not respond to the roll calls?
Ma'am, 31.
Okay. So today I would like to share the course content, okay? I will share the course content in the WhatsApp group, and now I'm going to share my screen in order to show you the topics of the course content. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sharing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm sharing the same in the WhatsApp group. I have shared it in the WhatsApp group. And if any of your friends has not yet joined the communication skills group, If any of your friend has not yet joined the communication skills WhatsApp group, please ask them to join quickly, okay? So this is the course content, and you have 5 units, okay? 5 different units. Each and every unit has different chapters, okay? So the first unit has these chapters: communication skills, which includes introduction to communication, importance of communication, the process of communication. Then the next chapter is barriers to communication, which includes the different barriers in the process of communication. So you'll get to learn about the different barriers in the process of communication, and also how to get rid of these barriers, or how to overcome the barriers in the process of communication. Next is perspective in communication. So you'll get to learn about the different perspectives in communication. Then unit 2 has elements of communication, which includes body language, verbal communication, physical communication, okay? Then communication styles, which includes the different styles of communication. Then unit 3 consists of listening skills, how to become an active listener. You'll get to learn about how to become an active listener, and how to listen in difficult situations, okay? Because listening is also a very, very important part of communication. And in order to make a communication process effective, one has to be a good listener too, okay? If you are unable to listen properly, if you are not an active listener, then you will not be able to communicate effectively. So you'll get to learn about how to become an active listener and other things related to listening skills. You'll also get to learn about how to be aware of yourself, that is self-awareness, how to analyze yourself and be aware of yourself, your wants, your goals, your weaknesses, your strengths, all right? Then the next chapter here in unit 3 is effective written communication, which includes how to write and communicate effectively, okay? Because sometimes we need to write and communicate with people. So here you'll get to learn about how to write and communicate effectively, and when are you supposed to use written communication, and when written communication is not effective, okay? So you'll get to learn about these things. Then the next chapter is writing effectively. How are you supposed to write effectively, okay? How are you supposed to organize your thoughts and write it properly in a systematic order, so that it becomes easier for the other person to understand whatever you are trying to say to him, okay? So you'll get to learn about these things in this particular chapter, and also you'll get to learn about how to write articles, how to write letters or applications, all right? Next is unit 4, which consists of the following: interview skills, presentation skills, okay? So interview skills consist of the purpose of an interview, okay? How to prepare yourself for an interview, and what should you do when you go for an interview, and what are the things you should avoid when you go for an interview. So the do's and don'ts of an interview. You'll get to learn about the different things related to interview and how to crack an interview. Then the next chapter is presentation skills. Here you'll get to learn about how to make a PPT, a PowerPoint presentation, okay? How to deliver a presentation, how to effectively deliver a presentation. You'll get to learn about the different techniques of delivery. And Unit 5 has group discussion. So you'll get to learn about how to take part in a group discussion and how to communicate in a group discussion, and also the do's and don'ts of a group discussion. So these are the topics which you'll get to learn in this semester. Okay, and I have already shared the content with you all in the WhatsApp group, so please download it. As I have already said in the introductory class that I will be sharing all the necessary information, notes and everything related to the subject in the WhatsApp group itself. Okay, and please be interactive. Okay, please listen to the lectures carefully, go through the notes, and also implement whatever you learn in the class. Okay, whatever you learn in the class, you're supposed to implement, and if you implement, then only you'll be able to develop your communication skills. Okay, so the prime objectives of this particular subject is to help you to develop your communication skills. Okay, to be able to help you to be able to manage a team effectively, then to develop your interview skills, to develop your leadership qualities and other essentials, also to understand the behavioral needs for a pharmacist to function effectively in the areas of pharmaceutical operation. Okay, so these are the primary objectives, and by the end of the session you must be able to see certain changes in your personality, and you must be able to achieve these goals. So until and unless you do not implement whatever you learn in the classroom, you will not be able to see any kind of changes. Okay, and communication is very, very important, so you need to know the art of communication. Okay, which is going to help you in a lot of ways, because as human beings we need to communicate with people. We cannot stop communicating. Yes or no? Can we stop communicating? We cannot. We cannot, isn't it? We need to communicate. So it's something that is very essential. So if you are someone who cannot communicate properly, or if you are a person who is timid, shy, okay, then you might have problems related to communication. You might not be able to communicate properly. In order to be able to become a good communicator, you have to practice a certain things, you have to learn a certain things, you have to implement it, you have to practice a certain things, then definitely you'll be able to develop your communication skills. I will not start any topic today. Next class I will explain you the definition of communication, the importance of communication, the process of communication. Today is the first class, so that is why I am not going to start any topic. Instead of that, I want you all to ask me questions if you have any. If you have any doubts, if you want to ask me anything related to the subject, you can unmute yourself and ask me. Any questions, students? Any questions for me?
Ma'am,
Hmm.
Ma'am, how are the marks divided in the exams?
So you will have two sessional examinations, okay? First sessional and second sessional examination. Each sessional is of 30 marks, okay? So you will be having two sessional examinations. And you will be also having theory as well as practical sessional examinations, okay? Theory
Yeah.
as well as practical. All right. You will have one final examination towards the end of the semester. Okay, one final examination towards the end of the semester. And you will also have to do certain assignments. I'll let you know about the assignments and whatever you have to do. Okay, later on. Today is our first class, so I'll definitely not give you any kind of assignment today. But later on, you will also have to do certain assignments. Just a minute, students. So I was talking about the exams. So as I have already mentioned, you'll be having two sessional examinations. Each sessional exam is of 30 marks. Okay? Theory. You'll also have practical for my subject. So your practical examination, practical sessional examination will be of 40 marks. Okay? And towards the end of the semester, you will be having your end semester examination, your final examination. Your final examination theory paper is of 35 marks and your practical examination will be of 15 marks. All right, which would also include assignment and also some other tests. Okay. And regarding the practicals, I will let you know whatever you have to do in the practical examinations related to the topics, okay? Related to the topics of the subject. So there is group discussion, there is presentation skills, there is interview skills, okay? So I might ask you to deliver a presentation in the practical examination, or I might conduct a mock interview, or I might conduct a group discussion, okay, or I might ask you to deliver a speech, okay. So I will let you know about the practical examinations beforehand, and your practical examinations will be related to the topics itself. So you don't have to go to the laboratory for communication skills practical. Your practicals will be based on things related to communication skills only in order to develop your communication skills. Okay, and again, certain assignments will be given to you. You will have to submit the assignments and also attend the classes on a regular basis because your attendance is also important. All right. Any other question? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
This is for my
Ma'am.
subject only. Okay. This is for my subject only.
Ma'am,
For other subject, the mark distribution is different.
hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, sir did put another link in the BFARM group. He's asking us to join.
Okay. You have another class, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Thank you so much, students. I'll see you in the next class.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
you,
you,
ma'am.
everyone. Bye bye. Take care.